And Ron, this to me is a classic Milwaukee move. They're not going to go out and spend $150 million, but they will wheel and deal, and they'll tinker a little bit. Kolten Wong, 2 years, $18 million. Great defensive second base.
Yeah, what's the best way to know a player? Play him 19 times every season. And he's always hit well in Miller Park, over a 300 hitter there. What he brings defensively, I think, not one of the finest. He is the finest defensive second baseman in the game, and what he can get to and reach. He changes that team, though, a little bit in the sense that they have so many great producers in that lineup. Now you can start to see maybe Kane at the top, maybe Wong in the second hole, really getting on base in front of those big bats, Yelich and others. Hira's going to go to first base. They got Vogelbach, who did some good things at the end of the year last year. Maybe he hits there against real tough left-handed pitching. Maybe that's the time that Hira goes back to second base. Maybe Wong has a night off, things like that. But it's going to be that was a good move by David Stearns.
Well, let's talk defense first before I ask you about offense for Kolten Wong.
So Milwaukee is always trying to think, I think they literally have the smallest market. How do we use whatever our resources are to differentiate ourselves? And in the last few years, Fran, that has meant going heavy offense at second base. They've tried Travis Shaw. Right. They've tried Mike Moustakas.
Yeah, move Moose over.
And by the way, Keston Hira is somebody they've had at second who's bad. So what's the gap between Wong and Hira? So over the last 2 years, guys who have played at least 750 innings at second base, look at this. Wong is not only number one, but number one with a bullet. He's 4 runs better over the last 2 seasons than Adam Frazier. Hira is not only the worst of the 27 guys with a reverse bullet, 6 runs worse than Ryan McMahon. So you're helping your pitching staff. Maybe you're helping Hira's head, right? You don't have to worry about the defense at second base. He is in the major leagues because he was an offensive prospect. Maybe you get the offense, and I wouldn't sleep on this. You mentioned Lorenzo Cain's name. Lorenzo Cain hardly played last year, opted out early. Yeah. I mean, who is he in his mid-30s? Last time we saw him, he was still an excellent defender and a productive major league player. If you get that, do you get Christian Yelich back to MVP level as opposed to where he was? This is a winnable division, right? Even with the Cardinals adding Arenado, who is the second best team? That's a little bit of a fight right now.
What were you concerned at all about Wong's offense? I know Ron had mentioned, how well he hits in Miller Park, but it seems like it's sporadic.
So I'm one of these people, like when you saw Wong early in his career, he's had some of those big moments, and I kept thinking there was more there. Should I give up on that at this point? He's been an established major leaguer for a while. If this is all the offense he's giving it, I still think he's an above-average player because the defense is so terrific. But I don't know, Ron. I think there's still some offense there that is untapped.
Remember, his offense trending the last 2 years have been his best years. So I think that's what Milwaukee is investing in also, is that he is going to be the best version of Kolten Wong offensively moving forward. You know what you get defensively.